5236, regular semi, regular semi-compact. There's nothing different.
It's got the wider thing here, though, right?
Yeah, this looks bigger. This looks thicker.
That's a good bike. Is that a gravel bike?
It's the down. It's the down tube is larger, but this has been like for 4 years. You know, they made these. It's actually a storage compartment inside, which is really cool. But it's just like the Madone. The Madone is like this too for aerodynamic, but it doesn't have a storage compartment in. So the Damani, which is more of a all-road bike or endurance bike. I mean, this is really cool to use this space because you can't put that much in it.
Can I lift it up?
Yeah,
What do you heavy it is?
Oh, it's heavy because I got accessories. It's
That's not heavy.
It's 25. It's 25 pounds. So most, yeah, with the accessories, 20 pounds without. But you know, people who are on a road bike, you know, these guys are out there 15 pounds.
Yeah, right.
So this is considered to be a heavy bike.
What do you put in there?
The toolkit, you know, I can get a air pump, an inner tube, and a couple of repairs. But it's small, so I can't put everything. That's why I have this as accessories. So I couldn't put my sealant inside. So that's why this is for the zero and stuff. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Trick.
I've always thought it was
Yeah, that reminds me. You can go ahead and get the GPS set up. Yeah, so I'm gonna. I see you got the triple chain ring. These beats. Yeah, I don't know whether it's on or not. I'm keeping it on. Sorry about that.
$5 it works.
Oh, more blooms. Right. Millions of tulips.
really beautiful.
Sorry.
Right. Do you have the flowers in the back?
So have you done these previous 2 years?
Was it 2 years? I've only done the last year. I didn't do the first.
Oh,
year.
yeah. One of the marshals told me it's 3 years. But did you do the street ride before then? That
Yes.
was longer.
Yeah, I did.
Was
yeah.
that only 1 year? She was saying it was 1 year, but
It might have been.
wow. So how long was that one?
I don't remember now.
Yeah.
The cider ride, I did the 60.
Yeah. Those are the one. This is the first time I've done the spring ride.
I think it
so.
might be similar.
Yeah.
Is that the new GoPro with the max line?
No.
Which GoPro is it?
It's 9, it's 09.
Oh, it's 9. Okay. Cool.
But I had
an
the
8 actually.
I had the max in. But once you get to 9, you pretty much got all there is, unless you're really doing super slow-mo.
Yeah, I mean they haven't really made any changes.
No, they're supposed to come out with a big release to compete with Insta.
Actually, I got the Insta360 Ace Pro too.
Yeah, how do you like it compared to the GoPro?
Well, I had a GoPro 8. So
Okay.
My GoPro was older, but it's much better.
The Insta?
Yeah.
The GoPro hasn't really made any improvements, and that app sucks.
They're using the same sensor.
Yeah.
They're using the same processor. The app isn't very good.
Oh no, app is terrible.
The instant app is better.
Yeah.
And
Now I hear the GoPro has a better image stability. Have you found that to be true?
The GoPro stability is very good.
Yeah.
The GoPro color profile is also very good.
Yeah, but
They're so close now. Insta360, like the differences are almost not existent.
wow.
But I've seen like video comparisons and a lot of research. Yeah, it seems like GoPro, like the GoPro colors are really good.
Yeah.
They are good colors. But Insta360, I got it for a few.
Uh-huh.
And one of them is that I can mount it on my handlebars,
Uh-huh.
and then the screen folds out back.
The screen does what?
The screen folds.
Really?
Yeah, so you can fold the screen up. So you put it on your handlebars, you can look down and where you're taking video.
Oh, so you can see it real time.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's cool.
That's the only thing I'm wondering about the Insta, you know, would it fit my GoPro mounts that I have currently?
Yeah, yeah. Well, actually, that was the issue I thought of.
Uh-huh.
I was wondering if I could use my GoPro tripod or whatever.
Yeah.
And I can't. It's the same mount.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's all the same.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah, this one I like because it's a magnetic mount on the helmet,
Oh, very
so
nice.
it'll fly loose if there's an accident, and that's very important. Otherwise, I wouldn't use one on my helmet because I'm concerned about, you know, being a pile driver effect if I was to flip and land upside down or something.
That's a good point. On my
And,
other bike
I mean-
helmet, I do have like the glue mount.
Yeah,
But I've never had an accident with it.
yeah. I mean, it would be a very rare situation, but you know, if it can happen, it'll happen.
Wait, no, that's true. And you wouldn't want that to happen.
No, it's bad enough as it is. It'll probably just smimish the helmet and it'll go
What
right to
lens
the
do you have
stuff.
on it? Is it the super wide?
The vent.
The lens on
Yeah, it's the max. And so really, and there's very little distortion at all. And so I really like the wide view it gives me.
Okay.
I mean, especially when I record it and put it on YouTube and play it on my TV.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like riding with on a big screen, you know, riding with an IMAX or something. I mean, the way it presents itself. So I really like that. So, but you know, not having any problems. The only thing about the GoPro, I know it's a criticism, is the getting it light enough. That it's not a good low light camera.
No, it's not. The sensor's too small.
Yeah.
But the good thing about having a small sensor, which is annoying on my Insta360 Pro 2, is the sensor's bigger, so it does very well.
Okay.
Like, really big. Like,
Yeah.
way better than the GoPro. But because there's a bigger sensor, you can't get as close up to stuff.
Okay.
Whereas the GoPro, you really can get much closer.
Okay.
And stand closer.
Yeah. So I wind up in post-production, brightening it up, you know, to compensate. And then also I try to shoot with a IV level, maybe +1 or +2 if it's really like dusk or dawn. And that compensates a lot.
The best I've done on my GoPro is when I'm biking and I shoot in like bright sunset.
Yes, it's really great.
It's designed for that.
Yeah,
It's not really designed for anything else.
yeah.
That does really well in bright sunset.
Wow, what's the name of this park?
What park?
It's really nice. This is my first time in Virginia off the Mount Vernon Trail. So all this is new to me.
It's a very nice park.
Yeah, it really is. I'm gonna have to put this as part of my cycling route.
Last time I was here was last year's Pedals and Pedals ride.
Oh, you was out in the rain then?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna do it and it got rained out.
It's generally not as much fun as it is right now because it's so nice out now.
Yeah. Oh, we get to cross the bridge. So technically we don't get into Virginia until we cross this because the island is part of DC.
Right, I learned that fairly recently.
Yeah.
Even like Roosevelt Island.
Yeah, it's part of DC as well because DC owns all the river like Maryland, which DC was originally a part of it. So until you get to the other side of the river, you're not officially into Virginia according to the state laws, the state boundaries. But for me, as soon as I cross the bridge, like Memorial Bridge, I'm in Virginia. And I think for most people, they feel the same way.
So I feel. I always feel.
had no idea the Pentagon parking lot was so huge.
I've actually never like been or taken a tour or anything.
Oh, do they have tours?
They do give tours.
Okay, I have to check that out.
On my list of things to do someday. But
Yeah.
I've lived here for years.
I wonder, did they take you to the 9/11 impact point?
Oh yeah, that's somewhere around. I don't even know where that is.
Yeah, I think it's on the other side,
Alright.
on the west side. Yeah, this is the closest I've been to the Pentagon other than the metro station, which I've never gotten out of.
Well, they do also have to do the tours.
Yeah, I will. It's on my list.
What do you think about a 360-degree camera?
You know, that would be my next move. It's just to, what would I do with all the footage? So, but for a group ride, it's great because you can spin it. So that's the only time I probably really use it for a group ride. Like I have, the other thing I would use it for is I have a, turning left. I have 5 different ways to mount my camera.
Oh yeah, that would be great for a 360.
Yeah. So GoPro, like helmet front and back. You'll be waiting a while. So I have helmet front and back. I have a front mount on the handlebar. I have a rear mount on the saddle. And then I have a chest mount. So the thing is, if I'm not, what I would like about the 360, if I'm not sure what I want to take, I don't have to think about it. I just put it in the, choose whatever footage dynamically, you know.
I've seen some people who mount theirs, and that's like the Insta360 X4 or whatever it's called. But it seems to be able to mount it in front of their handlebars like this.
Yeah.
Then you can get a video of you on the whole bike.
Yeah.
Or you can put it around and get whatever you see.
Yeah.
Like, wow, if you wear one of those,
I think that
having
would,
the option to do both is great.
yeah, I think that would be my next to capture, because I don't have much, very little footage of me at all cycling.
Yeah.
It's usually other people who happen to be on the same ride, and I found out they mounted it on YouTube, and that's been the only way I've been able to get any footage of me cycling.
Yeah.
But to be able to get that,
Well, I like the rear mount on the bike seat.
yeah,
I've never done that.
yeah. The only thing is you get a little sway because of the natural,
As you're pedaling.
yeah, the paddling approach. So you get a little sway, and the sway doesn't bother you, particularly if you're pumping up a hill. But I do like that. It gives you a greater sensation of speed. But I like the front handlebar mount because that gets you right there. It captures the bike lean.
Yeah.
And while on the helmet, it compensates for that, so you don't really get the lean, because it really, you know, like it's, you know, it's 3 ways to do the lean. Lean with the bike, lean with the body, and ideally lean with both on the same plane. So I found that I lean with my body more than I do the bike, and so I do a lot of, so I do a lot of body lean, and but more efficient. So if you're in a fast curve, the more efficient thing to do is to have the bike and the body leaning on the same plane, and that's really good. But sometimes if you have negative camber, you want to lean the body but not lean the bike, because you get a pedal strike. So there have been situations where I will lean the body and keep the bike straight up. And the other thing I've been experimenting around with is on my telemetry, I use the airplane current coordinator, and that tells me whether my G-force is in sync with the current. So it's just like, because the way it's used for an airplane is normally you bank with the ailerons, and that's where, you know, the airplane is leaning, and then you use the rudder to help counteract that. And so it has a little ball, and the goal is to keep the ball within a certain range to make sure you're not overcompensating, that you have a nice smooth turn. Well, it works as well for bicycles too, because if the ball is outside the box, that means the G-force is too great and you're not leaning enough. And I found I'm not leaning enough in some of my turns, and you can feel it. Because if you got a nice line, you know how it feels like you're riding on a rail?
Yeah.
And so when I do that, I see the ball is perfectly balanced because I counteracted a lot of the G-forces. And it feels like, you know, you can take the turn with ease. So, but that was just something I learned recently, the different forces.
Have you ever attached like your stats to the video?
Yes.
Okay.
I got a telemetry rack. It was expensive, but it was the only one that does that. So now all my stuff, you know, so it has the speed.
Wait, what is it?
It's just called telemetry.
Telemetry?
Just like the name. So they was able to copyright that name. Yeah, and it's much better. The GoPro one is crap.
Yeah.
I mean, all the apps are crap, but especially the telemetry app. So this one, you can choose whatever you want. I mean, it's designed for boating, airplanes, cycling, motorcycling, car racing, and you get a lot of different types. And it doesn't matter to use, as long as you got a sensor for it, you can use it.
Okay.
So, and that's good for me because I can't use a power meter.
Yeah.
I can't use anything that's wireless. So all this stuff I have now is either recording or it's using GPS. So the cadence, you know, I would love to have the cadence. I would love to have the watts, but I can't. All that requires a real-time communication for smartphones.
Yeah.
And so this smartphone is just totally GPS only. It's not transmitting anything. And this is my rear view camera, so it's not transmitting anything. So I surprise people with all of this. Yeah, that's a godsend. This is the best improvement I made.
Where is it?
It's under the seat, very small under the seat. So, and it's 110 degree view. So just wide enough to capture everything with no distortion. And
on smart that with a mirror.
oh, the manual one works too, you know. So the good thing about this, it gives you both sides and completely in the back.
Okay.
I don't know.
So I'm never looking back, you know. I'm always looking in the mirror, looking in the camera. Does anyone know what this construction is about? passing left. That's right. Any idea what they're doing here with the construction?
I don't know. It's been under construction for a while, though.
Oh, was it like this last year?
Yep.
Wow.
But, I mean, things don't move that quickly around here.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Especially if it has anything to do with the Park Service. So they do a nice job, but it takes forever.
Yeah, those are really big culverts. So they're clearly doing a lot of water work.
Okay.
The water drainage or something.
Oops. Turn to right.
Doesn't matter.
That's a great one. Both versions. Yeah, the 30 and the 50, they're different.
Yeah.
The 30 is all of the roundabouts in DC.
Really?
Yeah, so you get about maybe 30 states. But in the 50 states, the 50-mile version, or I should say the 60-mile version, is all of the states. But they don't cover the same route as the 30-mile, because the 30-mile do all the roundabouts.
Well, the most I've ever done was this thing called the 10-mile channel.
Yeah, Georgetown has one. Then the trail that we was on next to I-66, was that the Custis?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah. Okay.
I know where everything is. I don't know what everything's called.
Okay.
the other one is the cider ride.
Oh, that's the best one.
I do really enjoy the cider ride.
What is that?
That's exactly what it sounds like. You have two options. It's 10 miles, 30 miles, or 60. Then it stops. It's in the fall, and the stops all have like cider on it. It does cover like the hot foliage.
Yeah. And last year it caught the fall foliage at its peak. Just absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, it was really, really nice. Very nice.
If that was one I would do every year, it would be that one.
That's where I ordered my Insta360.
Oh, okay.
But it hadn't come in yet, and I really wanted it to come in for that ride.
Oh.
There was a delay. They had somebody do manufacturing.
Uh-huh.
We're doing it with delayed.
Good.
I didn't get it in time.
I got my, do you post yours?
What?
Do you post your rides on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can trade YouTube channels. Well, I mean, yes, as in I'm starting,
Okay.
but not generally. I post other stuff, like I use it for.
Sure.
I had it for like snorkeling.
Yeah.
Vacation I went
Oh,
on, so I
yeah,
made a
yeah.
Snorkeling video
Yeah.
recently. It was awesome. Especially because the cameras are waterproof. I'm snorkeling.
Oh,
they
sure.
Didn't put it in a case or anything.
Yeah.
You know, and they're all waterproof. They're 30 feet. I'm like, well, if I'm snorkeling below 30 feet, I got a problem.
Yeah, real problem. It's not snorkeling anymore.
No, then I'm in trouble. But yeah, it's really good for that. Yeah, we should trade YouTube channels.
Yeah, I got mine on my bike. It's called New Age Brother. You see it right here on the right side on the top tube.
Oh, amazing.
So I got all my rides there, including the cider ride from last year in the 50 states. But yeah, I had to get yours when we get at the stop.
Actually, there's a good question. How far have we been going?
I have 7 miles.
Alright, well, I think the stop's at 10.
Okay.
Or it's the first.
We've been pacing about 7.8 miles an hour, which is not bad considering what we have to cycle through.
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That, and I'm looking around at all the views all the time.
Oh yeah. And then with that, all the construction and a lot of sidewalks and stuff.
Well, the construction's going to be that way for years.
Yeah.
The rich people also have their tools.
Taking the scenic route.
Ah, it looks like a WABA tent, but it's not.
An official pit stop?
I don't see WABA anywhere. No, I think Dan was saying it's 10 miles, so we got about 3 miles to go. But they use the same tent structure that WABA uses. I believe it's been an hour already. Oh, that's a tight turn.
Interestingly enough,
Okay.
This one looks better.
I would have never known about these neighborhoods. Really,
I've been here in this one years, last year. It's pretty great. even too hot or anything.
Yeah, yeah.
Very nice.
And the humidity is still low.
Yeah, it's still early enough in the year.
Yes, yes,
That's the key.
yes,
And for the next few weeks,
yes.
it'll be perfect.
I'm trying to get in all the mileage I can, because then over the summer I have to cut back to where I'm just cycling early in the morning and that's it.
I know, it's just not good, it's not right. You know, there's no going out in the afternoon anymore.
Oh gosh, that's murder. You can't drink enough water.
Although I did recently get electrolyte powder, so
Yeah.
I did recently get electrolyte powder, and I think that'll help. I used to just drink water.
Yeah. Yeah, because you use a lot of minerals. A lot of incarceration. A lot of diverse restaurants. Thai, Indian. Leeds Road.
Did a little cut through the cemetery. We were following the route.
Was the cemetery on the route?
They weren't it. It's just put 'em here.
Are you going to I downloaded it, right?
Even the people in front of us were right in front of us.
I know, yeah, it's a lot of people going crazy. Look, I always pull too far up.
I think we go this way.
Hello?
Hey.
Mine's just on the bike path. Wait.
Yeah, we just keep going on a...
There's a discrepancy.
Right there.
Should we go now?
Yeah.
are you?
I'm good.
I don't think I ever heard the brand of your bike before. Is that Sabre?
The salsa.
Salsa.
Yeah, they make really good gravel bikes.
Okay.
So it's great for the CNO and
Yeah, looking at your setup, it definitely looks like a gravel bike.
so great. A little heavy, but
Yeah, but that's what you need. I noticed you really have a high bottom bracket.
yeah,
So,
for mud.
okay.
And going through water and puddles and stuff.
So it doesn't even look like it's possible to even do a pedal strike
exactly.
if it's so high.
Exactly. I'm gonna go do, there's a 40-mile gravel ride out in Loudoun County
Wow.
at the beginning of June. It's 40, 60, and 80 miles.
Woo.
And they have hundreds, like 300 miles of gravel roads out in Loudoun County.
Wow. I didn't realize there was so much.
It's back to colonial times.
Oh,
So some of those roads are a couple hundred years old.
really?
Yeah.
Is it like gravel, packed gravel?
Packed gravel.
Okay.
Yeah. It's an outdoor. They
Okay.
maintain them. And
Wow.
during the ride, you get to go through some people's private property, and it's really nice.
Is that the premier gravel ride in this area?
I would say it's called the Gravel Grinder,
Uh-huh.
and I would say there's another one called LTV. It's another gravel ride, but it's a lot shorter. It's like 20 miles
Uh-huh.
in September.
Wow.
But this one stages out of the Salamander Resort.
Uh-huh.
So you can also go and get a little spa treatment if you want to afterwards. It's great. I'll do it with my daughter.
Yeah, that's not the one owned by
Yeah, the one
Johnson.
from BET.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't
Exactly.
realize it was so close in.
It's
Sheila
out,
Johnson.
Yeah, it's
Because I was thinking you got something out in Middleburg too,
yes,
right?
exactly. That's what it is. It's the one in Middleburg. So you
Oh.
drive out to Middleburg, and then it stages out of there.
Oh, and that's still Loudoun County.
Yeah, it's still out.
I had no idea. I thought it was that Loudoun County extends so far outward.
Yeah.
But Loudoun County isn't close in either, so.
Yeah.
But it sounds like it's a big county. I only been to the, in fact, my only familiarity with Loudoun County is the C&O Canal.
Yes.
But that's on the other side of the river.
Exactly.
And Dulles, but I had no idea the extent of it.
Oh, and that Middleburg resort, that resort,
Yeah.
Salamander, is amazing.
So when you get to Percival, are you just in the middle of the county?
You know, that's a good question. I have to look on the map. I don't know where the edge of it is.
Okay, I'm going to check it out too, because this is really news to me.
I was trying to let the car go, but it just
Yeah, I had no idea you could do 80 miles on a gravel ride. That must be really tough.
Yeah. Yeah, and some points, last time we did it was like 3 years ago,
Uh-huh.
and it rained, pouring down rain the last hour of the ride. Oh my God, we were so chafed by the end of that thing.
So this trail that we're on right now, what is it called?
Bluemont?
Oh, Bluemont. Okay, so it's like a connector. Okay. Okay, I saw the name of the park, and I forgot what it was. I didn't realize it would be this
And
long.
now we're about to be on the W&OD.
Okay, this is my first time ever.
Oh, out here?
Yeah. Is this the closest the W&OD comes to DC?
No, you can get on to
Oh, here's the famous power lines.
yeah,
I've heard about this.
my friend that's up there, we did this because there's a beer ride you can do.
That sounds fun.
Stop at breweries,
Uh-huh.
and you can get on the W&OD much closer.
Okay.
Yeah, we went all the way out to the end, started drinking our way back, and then my husband picked us up in Fairfax because we couldn't make it the rest of the way back.
It almost sounded like you said, piss you up. Fish you up.
Yeah, he picked us up because we were, after like, I don't know, 6 beers.
Yeah. Oh, that's a lot.
It was a lot.
6 beers. I don't think I've had 6 beers since.
Smaller.
Okay, but that's different. Like a flight.
Yeah, it was like doing a flight, I guess.
Yeah, that's all right. In fact, that's the way I drink at home. have 4 and 6 ounces.
Yes, exactly.
So that way I feel like I'm drinking a lot more than I actually do.
You actually did.
And then also I mix mine with non-alcoholic
Oh, okay.
to cut down on the alcohol.
Stop it.
If not, you don't have to. Go to the bathroom if you need it.
Oh, this is I guess optional.
I'm gonna stop this.
Okay. I'll catch up with you later.
There we go. Hope this is the way.
Oh, this is nice. Wow, these are the best rooms we've seen, other than the tulips.
thinking that a nice, sort of tricky at the end. My shirt's have a little bit of I don't know if I would, I don't know, I've never ridden 20 miles on my, that's the perfect bike, so I do ride. I don't know if it feels great, or if it feels good. So what? The idea was that they had this beautiful old tree buffer. These are probably sound values, somewhat performance sound.
Curtis. So almost 13 miles.
Good. I know, we're nearly at the
Conte? Wow, I didn't realize IHOP still exists. I haven't been to one in ages. The IHOPs. I haven't been to an IHOP in ages.
It's been a long time. My first time going to a Waffle House, similarly, was like
Yeah,
a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
My first time going to a Waffle House. It was like the same thing.
yeah.
I didn't know we had any around here. It's
I,
weird because it's such like a little low building
yeah, it is.
among the like skyscrapers.
It's, yeah.
Not really.
I wonder, is it protected because of the history of them? Like those little old hamburger joints.
I learned that 70% of the buildings in DC are historic.
Wow.
Isn't that wild?
That is.
Which is not just residential.
Right,
A lot
right.
of historic buildings.
Yeah.
Which explains why he's not
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
a little spread out, but I figure we're almost at the stop. It's just one turn.
Yeah.
Because first of all, you realize that
I like the red on your bike. My other bike is red, but it's not metallic red.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
black
It's
red.
it really looks good in the sunlight.
That's And it goes faster.
Oh,
Red it does go this.
yeah, absolutely. My brother has a red Camaro, so it runs in the family.
But that goes fast.
It's very fast. But it's interesting. He says he can buy his tires cheaper than I can. Especially now with the tariffs.
Where's he live?
He's in Alabama. Because I told him I paid $110 for my last set of tires each. He said, what? Somehow it doesn't seem fair when you look at the amount of material.
No, it doesn't.
But he says he can get them cheaper for his Camaro, but he doesn't because he likes good tires.
I mean, it does make a difference. Just like buying cheaper bike tires.
Yeah,
And I like buying slightly harder wearing ones.
yeah.
So it lasts longer. So yeah, I mean, but you're right. There's not nearly that much difference.
Right. So is engineering any different? You know, with this rail, I have to.
I feel like there's a ton. You're right. When you put it that way, it seems kind of dumb.
All right.
Hey.